We are here in our area where we graft and prepare plants for the nursery. In this stage here, Piedad is helping us clean the rootstocks so that we can use it to graft the new varieties of roses on top of. This rootstock, the variety is Natal Briar, and it's originally from Africa. It does very well, it creates a very healthy and large root system for us that works very well in the tropical climate of Ecuador. Now here at this table, we've got this gentleman grafting, pulling the budwood out of a rose stem so that we can graft that bud eye into the rootstock and form a new plant. The cuts that are made here have to be very precise. These are people that specialize on grafting. The success of the plants is on the percentage that adheres to the rootstock. Okay, so as you can see here, I borrowed this rootstock with with a bud eye inserted into it already. As you can see, it's very well inserted, it's very clean, and this bud eye in a few weeks will adhere to the rootstock and will eventually become the rose plant. The variety, the genetics of the variety that we're grafting usually comes from Europe, and it is in there. It's the genetics that are going to develop. On this table, we've got the gentleman over here putting the plastic film around the graft to make sure it attaches well. Okay, we're at the nursery area now, where we can follow up with the next step to the process of making plants. We have taken a rootstock that has been grafted already and inserted it into a jiffy and placed in here in this tunnel, which preserves the humidity, the relative humidity, and the temperature at a much higher percentage than outside. The relative humidity is between 80 and 90%, and the temperature is about 28 to 30 degrees Celsius inside here. So pretty much it works like an incubator. So we can develop these plants quickly and very healthy. This is the first stage, and I'll walk you next to the other stages. This is a few weeks later, where we can see that some of the foliage of the rootstock is starting to come out. As you can see, it's already holding it. Otherwise, the rootstock would just come out. So there is root there holding the jiffy. So here we are, and we can look at the third stage, where we have removed the foliage of the rootstock already. The graft has adhered in a very healthy way, and the rootstock has developed a lot of root already. So this is the new variety. In this case, this is a spray rose, which is Supernova. So here we are on the fourth and final stage. These plants, as you can see, have not only adhered very successfully, now the variety is growing and has a lot of foliage up here already. In addition to that, the root system is fully developed. So this plant is no longer kept in a high relative humidity and high temperature, because we need to start adapting it to what the normal conditions will be on the fields. We don't want them to get stressed, or we don't want them to get full of disease if we transfer them from such controlled environment to the normal environment in our greenhouses.